Oh, we're live. Hey guys. Um, in this live stream, I just want to do three things. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin, the this new Bitcoin city. I'm also going to talk about this food that's people that are buying. It's nothing but shit, but people are buying it. I'll expose that, and then lastly, our little friend Ari's up to the same shit again. So let's expose him. Um, But hey, you know what? Let's just do him first because he's nothing but a shit stain, and we'll get him out of the road so then we can focus on other things. Let's see. I got to share my screen. So he's up to his usual Ponzi BS, and yeah, just stay away from this guy. He's nothing but a germ, and he's just he always uses the excuse that he got burnt as well, but he's usually running these scams. I think the last one he did was GT4 or something, GT3 or something, some crap, and he was actually running it. And he's saying that he wasn't the owner, and then when it shut shop and closed shop and they took all the money, he's there like, oh, it wasn't me. So yeah, this is on behind MLM. This guy's amazing because he's so persistent as a serial Ponzi promoter. So now the latest one is trade like crazy.ai. This is nothing but a Ponzi and it's going to take your money. All right. And this shows you, like, he's got this guy here from Poland that says his name's Paul. He's supposed to be running it. He's supposed to be like the trader or something like that. And then he's interviewing the guy and he's like, pretending that he's not the owner, but there's no information about the company or anything. Nothing's transparent. It's not even registered by the SEC. It's just another MLM that they create to make money and then drain the funds. So they usually say it's like a trading AI bot because it's it's easy to convince dumb people that this bot is mysteriously going to make you all this money. We all know that's BS. So here it is, your typical Ponzi. Like stage one, generate. You got a stage two, stage three. Typical Ponzi, and then it's got like the different levels, uni level compensation structure, and then the people get behind it, they promote it, and then once they make enough money, they just shut shop. So I'll put a link to this. These are all the it's these. I'll give it to them. These guys are very persistent. But yeah, it's Ari again, and he's a serial Ponzi promoter. And he's done like, I don't know how many he's done, probably hundreds, if not thousands of Ponzi's. I remember when I was in the MLM scene back in the day, going back about 5-6 years ago. This guy was promoting Traffic Monsoon in a big way. So, obviously he hasn't learned anything. He's still promoting these scams, and it'll just keep on going. This is the funny thing. People still follow him. This is what I find crazy about it. It's probably his inner circle that basically he tells first, and that's why they follow him, because he's like, oh dude, I'll tell you the scoop. But it's absolutely crazy. It's just so what's this will fall over soon, and then it'll be like something new, right? I'm surprised the Filipino authorities don't shut this guy down, because he's down in Philippines somewhere, running his Ponzi's. So that's that. Trade like crazy.ai, guaranteed to take your money. It's probably run by Ari. Serial Ponzi Ari Maccabee, and nothing but a scumbag. So that's him. Let's not. I'm just letting you guys know about this so you don't fall for this shit. Not to put any light on his exploits, but here it's got here Ari's 378th Ponzi. The guy closes one and then has another one lined up. When it closes, he claims to have lost tens of thousands. That's what he does all the time. He's a what do you call it? Serial liar. He just lies all the time. So that's that. Stay away from that rubbish. Um, so let's just go into the next subject. Um, just got to find my screen. So if you're having a good day, what's today? Sunday. Yeah, having a good day. Let me know. Leave a comment. I don't do these. There's no financial gain for this. This is purely for my own entertainment purposes. So let's just go on about. Let's see. I'll share my screen. Share screen. Entire screen. So this one's called the new Bitcoin city. So what's happening now is the volume of these what they call social, I don't know what you call them, social apps or something. They're starting to take over, and the volume on these things exceeding NFTs. So what is it? It's basically like NFTs, similar to NFTs, that you buy into these NFTs. The biggest one recently, but people are jumping ship on that one, is Friendtech. All right. So now the big leaders, these guys here, they're now jumping ship, and they're now going on to they've created a following on Friendtech. Then they've sold all their coins, and then all what they call keys, and then that drops the value, right, of the actual keys. It's like NFTs. Once you sell, the value, the floor price, or just the whole price of that actual key drops because everyone's selling. So the price of that key depends on how many people come in and buy and how many people sell. So if more people sell, the price will drop. If more people buy in, the price will go up. So it's almost like a Ponzi kind of tokenomics to it. Anyway, this one here, this Votumbus, he's now like sold like $1.5 million worth of his keys on Friendtech, and now he's jumped on this new one, which is Bitcoin City. This one's supposed to be like Friendtech, but it's on Bitcoin. And now the volume is 32 Bitcoin. And how it works is you buy one of these keys, and I think he gets like 10% or something. Yeah, you can get like 10% or something. He gets like 10% or 8% of the royalties. So every time that someone buys a key, he gets paid. Right now it's 0.08. There's no way you'd buy into this stuff, because what this guy's going to do, or what a lot of these guys that are the top leaders that everyone kind of follows, right? Because it's always like the top echelon in every kind of NFTs and anything, right? There's always like the top people, right? And people follow them because they're at the top. It's not because they actually deliver any value. It's just because they got a big following. You buy one of these keys, and then you get free access to them, or personal access. That's all it gives you. That's all the thing gives you. It just gives you like a personal one-on-one contact with them. There's no actual intrinsic value at all in this thing. And that's why these things are going to fall over. So I would recommend that you don't invest anything in Friendtech or this new one, the new Bitcoin City, because what I'm saying is these guys, they get onto an app, they build a following, they make the money, and then they sell it, and then they move on to the next one. And this is going to be a repeating pattern. Why do they do this? Because they're getting the commissions, and they need something new. Just like these Ponzi's, they need something new, bright and shiny, that then they can jump on and build on. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna jump on these, you're playing a very dangerous game, because this Vatimus, he's already dumped in Friendtech. Do you think he's going to dump on this one once he gets enough BTC people to join his circle? Of course. And so are these other guys here. All these other guys are doing the same. So it's just a fool's game. You're the last one in. If you're first one in, right, and you buy the key when it's like, $20, that's the only reason why people are following him. he's got like an inner circle, right? And he's telling people, okay, guys, we're going to join this one next. Okay. Just like meme coins, just like NFTs, just like these Ponzi MLMs, right? They say to their downline, hey, you know what? We're going to go to um, this next one. And if you buy the key, you get in early. And then everyone else that comes in after that buys that key based off the volume, it's going to increase the price. So that's how the Ponzi kind of works. And then as more and more people come in, 200, 300, 400 people come in, the last people that come in, they're going to be paying a higher price, right? So now this price here is $3,000 for this thing. See, so the people that got in there at like a $50, they're like, fuck it, $50, you beauty. Now the key is worth 3,000. I can dump, I'll sell. And this is what this guy did. He sold 850 of his keys on Friendtech, which is the last platform that he was on. He left, which dumped the price 75%, which basically screwed all the people that got in late, or most people, unless you got in early. And now he's moved on to this one. So if you engage in this new Bitcoin City on all these clones, which there'll be tons of clones. See, because in the crypto space, what happens is once something works or it creates some money, then there's heaps of clones, right? It happened in everything. It even happened in these Ponzi ROI dApps. Remember them? Baked Beans. Remember when Baked Beans wasn't the first one, but Baked Beans was probably the most successful one. And then they had all these clones, right? It's like MLMs. It's MLM Ponzi AI bots. Then people join them, and then they had all these clones. Well, it's the same with this. So if you engage in this, you're going to lose your money unless you're in first, and then you're just playing a fool's game pretty much. Okay, you're the fool. All right. Now you might make some money, but you're really just rolling the dice. And all the investors, it's just basically who the fuck gets out first, because at some point everyone's price is reached. They're like, okay, I only paid $10 for this. Now if this thing's $3,000, hell yeah, screw you, I'm gonna sell. There's no loyalty, because here's the thing. This is an important point. Whenever you join some sort of app or community, and the purpose of that community is not to make friends, okay? The purpose of that community is based off the financial gain. There is no community. It's not a real community. It's just people that are there for the financial gain, and once they're sufficient with their gain, they'll just leave, and then it just crumbles, and everything, the price crumbles. That's why you need to have these communities that have no financial incentive. So their goal is like a hobby. They're into cars, or they're into fishing. Their vested interest, why they join that community or that forum or that Discord or that group, was because they love fishing or they love cars. There's no financial gain, so they're going to stay there. And that's the difference why these communities fail. Whenever you've got a financial gain in it, it'll fuck everything up. Okay, and that's why you see MLMs. That's why you see all this stuff, NFTs. It's all financial gain, and that's when there's big problems down the road, because people just take the money and run, and they're not there. There's no real intrinsic value. Okay, unless they have a product. If there's actual product there, that it's like, some really cool technology or something, and there's a product there, yeah, that's different, because the product is providing value and they can use the product. They're not just there for the financial gain. They're there for both things. But what drives it is the product. It's a different story. So look, it's a fool's game. Stay away from, in my opinion, just stay away. I'm definitely staying away from this. When I saw this, I thought, that's interesting, because I saw Friendtech. And then when I found out that this clown sold all his, he had well, yeah, I don't know how many followers he had, but he had a shitload of people that bought, maybe 1,000 people that bought the keys. So in his head, he's thinking, well, fuck, I can just get to sell my keys. And that's exactly what he did. You know? So I would stay away from this new, but you'll see more and more of them popping up. Okay, you can play it, but I'm telling you, it's a fool's game. So that's Bitcoin City. So we've got fuckface Ari out of the road. Now we've got Bitcoin City that we've done. You know, we're trying to get rid of all the shit first. Secondly, I'm not picking on this. I'm not picking on this guy, but he posted this thing. And I don't think he has any fucking clue what the hell he's talking about. Okay, so this is the product I was telling you about, right? It's a help supplement, and I guess it tastes great. Great marketing, CMOS gel, right? So it's got this health benefit. That this CMOS is going to be good. That's that's actually true. There are the CMOS and these components in that actual product that are good for you. But this is the thing with all these products that supersede the health benefit. It's the sugar. All right. This is what fucks you up. And I'm not picking on this one, but I just happen to see it, being talked about on Facebook. So I thought to myself, I'll investigate it further. And then when I found out it's nothing but fucking sugar, I just thought, what the fuck are these people thinking? You know what I mean? So that's the problem. So what was it called? It was called CMOS gel. What was it called? Factory CMOS gel. It's by what's it by? It's by so it's all over Amazon. It's all see, whenever you got this gel thing, right? It's all on Amazon and everything. CMOS is the actual thing that people think it's healthy, but the gel, it's made of fucking sugar. That's how they make gel. Okay, so you're putting nothing but sugar in your mouth. What you want to get is this. This is the fucking one you want to get. This one. This is the CMOS gel with honey. This is natural, organic, not this shit. This is made in a lab. This CMOS shit here, it's made in a lab. Okay, they use the actual ingredients, CMOS, but it's usually grounded up. So it's the value, the nutrition's already, depleted. But it's made in a fucking lab. Okay, this is all shit that you don't want. And the CMOS probably comes from fucking China. So stay away from this shit. Just look in the back of the label and you'll see nothing but sugar in it. Okay, you click on this. It doesn't actually say that. Actually, it should say the back of it. Okay, so there you go. You can look at that. Amazon gives you a fucking thing. So this one here has total sugar is 1%. Okay, so that's not too bad. That's better. Now it's claiming 1%. So this is probably a better option because it's only got 1%, but it should be 0 fucking percent, not 1%. Right? This thing, 10 fucking percent. 10 fucking percent. There, look. I even blew it up, made this thing in Photoshop, blew it up, and then showed you here. Added sugar, 10%. This is not good for you. All right. So let's just go to ChatGPT and then let's type in is what diseases does sugar cause? You can do this. You can do this exercise yourself. Sugar consumption excessively and regularly consumption, which is all your fucking life, which is in everything you eat, of added sugar can be contribute to development of several health factors and diseases. Some of diseases, health conditions associated with high sugar intake include type 2 diabetes, obesity, cardiovascular disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver, or NAFLD, tooth decay, metabolic syndrome. What the fuck is that? This cluster of conditions include high blood pressure. It's a cluster. Oh wow! So it's just a just a clusterfuck. High blood pressure, excessive body fat, abnormal cholesterol levels. So it's just a bundle of fuck you up. Oh wow! Heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes, excessive sugar consumption. It's fucking bad. This shit for you. Look, certain cancers in relation to complex but not fully understood. Some studies suggest that high sugar intake may be linked. Of course, it's linked to increased risk of certain cancers, such as pancreatic cancer and endometrial cancer. Cognitive decline. Yeah, exactly. So things like, starts to fuck your brain up, starts to screw up with your brain, and that's what the brain does. It's through the receptors. So then you start losing your balance and your fucking movement, and that's also brain disease like Alzheimer's. Okay, kidney disease. High sugar intake contribute to kidney damage and increase. It's important to note that white sugar can be contributed to both health problems. It's not the sole cause of diseases. Other factors are genetic, lifestyle, and overall dietary patterns. No shit. A balanced diet limits added sugar and focus on whole, unprocessed foods, generally recommended for maintaining good health. I've been saying this shit for probably for the last 2 or 3 months because I've been on a diet change. Probably the last 3 months. So one thing that I do is I add a bit of honey. So if you need your fix, and you just can't do without sugar, I would try to, instead of weaning yourself off sugar, I would just do put some honey in it. So don't put sugar. Sugar is refined sugar, syrup. Okay, just take it off it and put some honey in it because that's natural. Honey is natural. So we'll just put it. Let me just switch this percent. So you go, is honey good or bad for you? So the potential benefits of honey. Okay, so it's saying honey can be a natural, healthy alternative to processed sugars and sweeteners, and it has potential health benefits consumed in moderation. However, whether honey is good or bad for you depends on how it's used, individual dietary needs, and health goals. So it's got nutrient content, contains small amounts of vitamins, minerals, and oxidants. Oxidants contains that can help the body from oxidative stress and reduce risk of chronic diseases. Wound healing. Honey is good for wound healing potential. Okay, I didn't know that. Cough and sore. Yep, I knew that. Energy source, which is I knew that. Conditions and considerations. Calorie and sugar. Honey is a calorie dense. Contains natural sugars, primarily fructose and glucose. Consuming the excessive amounts can be like another source of sugar. So they're saying just don't take excessive amounts. While honey is a low glycemic index compared to table sugar, you you can still raise sugar levels. Okay, so take less. Infant health, honey should not be given to infants under 1 year old. Yep, and allergies. Okay, so in summary, honey can be a natural and nutrient-rich sweetener option when used in moderation. It offers potential health benefits and various culinary uses. However, in your specific dietary circumstances, so just basically, use it in moderation. But it's a lot better than putting refined sugar in your body, which is the bad shit, like the white tables sugar. Okay, that is the bad shit. That is going to really screw you up. All right. So lastly, there is one guy I've been watching on YouTube. He's got a really good channel, and he's called The Garden Like a Viking. Right. So this guy is all about natural health. It's all about enriching your body with nutrients, vegetables, and it's also like he's like a gardener, and he uses these natural remedies, fertilizers, ancient techniques that were used back in the Vikings, because I think he's got like Viking heritage. So he's got a really good channel, and a lot of the stuff, this JDAM one is like a really good one that they use in Korea. And what it does is it enhances microorganisms in like a syrup kind of form, and then you put it into the soil before you plant your crops, a month or so before, and then it puts all the nutrients, micronutrients, into the soil, so then you can start to grow. Because if you keep on just growing vegetables in the same dirt all the time, you're depleting the nutrients, because the plants take the nutrients out of the ground. So what you want to do is you want to put this JDAM mixture into it first, and that's how the micronutrients are replenished, because it has all the microorganisms in it. Okay, so and ways to grow food cheaply. So he's got a really good channel, Preserving the Harvest. He's all about health and wealth, and a lot of gardening. So I really like his channel. I'm happy to give it a plug, because I watch a lot of his videos, and definitely if you're into this sort of stuff, check it out. Check his channel out. It's really, really good content. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about without dragging it on too long. It's already been about 28 minutes. And you guys, obviously, you guys can watch this on Facebook. I'll probably post this on YouTube for you guys in that channel as well. But I'm all about health and wealth, and taking sensible approach in all of them, and playing the long game. Okay, so if you look after your health long term, you're going to be there to enjoy your wealth, which hopefully you'll create through things like other vehicles, like starting your own business, and also things like Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So you'll be there, you'll be healthy, you're there to live a long life, and you'll have the lifestyle that you want, and you'll have the money that you want with a vehicle like Bitcoin. All right, guys, so thanks for watching. I'll post this up on YouTube as well, and I don't do a lot of YouTube stuff, but I'm still here, so I'll post this on YouTube. And subscribe to the channel and leave your comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, have a good day.